Okie dokie, we're on Act 3 of 5 acts. This is the climax. This is page 331. Please pay attention. We will have a turning point in this act where the person can never ever recover from, and that is where all the falling action and the resolution comes. So we open with Banquo talking to himself, and what's that called? He's by himself on stage. It's called, try and think of it, soliloquy. All right, so he comes in, he's like, wow, he's talking about Macbeth. Yeah, you're going to be Glamis and Cotter and King, and I think you probably did something nasty to get to it. So we're going to go ahead and listen to the first 3 scenes in this act.
My Lord Banquo, I'll be with you straight. You have it now, Macbeth. King, Cawdor, Glamis, all as the weird women promised, and I fear you played most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in your posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon you, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why, by the verities on you made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope?
My lord.
But hush no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If Banquo had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast and all things unbecoming.
Banquo, tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with the most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
I should have else desired your good advice, which always is both grave and prosperous in this day's council, but we'll take it tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better, I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
All right, Macbeth is pumping Banquo for information because he has nefarious plans. So he wants to know where Banquo is. If you recall, the witches said, you're going to be king, and Banquo will be the father of kings. It didn't say Macbeth's kids were going to be kings. So keep that in mind.
We hear our bloody cousins, Malcolm and Donalbain, are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention.
Parricide is killing your parents, killing a parent. Parricide.
But of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly. Hie you to horse, adieu, till you return at night. Goes your son, Fleance, with you?
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to the backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night, to make
So he's pumping for more information again. Oh, you're going riding. That's nice. So what about your son? What's he going to be doing? Where's he going to be? And then Macbeth says, all right, you know what? We'll have dinner. We're going to have a big party to celebrate the fact that I'm a king, and we'll do that at 7 o'clock. So, go entertain yourselves until then.
Society, the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Till then, God be with you.
Gracious liege, Alicia.
Seaton, a word with you.
Sir.
Attend those men, our pleasure.
They are, my lord, outside the palace gate.
Bring them before us.
My liege.
All right. Macbeth says, hey, did some squirrely-looking guys come here? And the servant says, yeah. And Macbeth's like, bring them in. I have business with them.
To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he has a wisdom that does guide his valor to act in safety. There's none but he whose being I do fear.
All right, so we heard from Banquo. He's like, I have a terrible feeling that Macbeth did something awful in order to become king, like, killing Duncan. And now Macbeth, in his soliloquy, is saying, wow, I don't trust Banquo because he's a really good guy, and he would be against killing the king. So he's the only person I fear.
And under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters, when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip.
Okay, you've heard fruit of my loins. So fruitless crown, like he's not going to be able to have kids. A barren scepter in my grip. My wife won't be able to have any more kids.
Thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, and put rancors in the vessel of my peace, only for them. And mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance.
Who's there? 'Tis I, my lord, with
My liege, my lord.
All right. Our text gives it away on page 333. The murderers enter. So, Macbeth is going to off Banquo and Fleance. Remember, he just said, I only fear Banquo. And he's too much of a scaredy cat to do it himself. So he's, hiring Vinny and Lenny over here to do it for him.
Stephen, now go to the door and stay there till we call.
my good lord.
Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Aye, my lord.
Well then, now have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he in the times past which held you so under fortune, which you had thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference passed in probation with you.
All right. Macbeth is talking about to these murderers. You thought I was being a turd to you, but actually it was Banquo. Banquo was the one who screwed you over. Because he has to, convince these guys they need to kill Banquo.
How you were born in hand, how crossed, the instruments, who wrought with them, and all things else that might to half a soul and to a notion crazed say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospeled to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand has bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue you go from men, as hounds and greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, shuffs, water roughs, and demi-wolves are all called by the name of dogs. The valued file distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, every one according to the gift which bounteous nature has in him closed, whereby he does receive particular addition from the bill that writes them all alike, and so of men. Now,
So Macbeth says, the first time I talked to you, I told you all the evil things that Banquo did behind your back. Whether it was whatever, your house or your money. And this time I'm here to tell you, if you just forgive him, you're no man, right? You're more mouse than man. So he's kind of turning a little bit like his wife in terms of calling names, manipulation.
if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it. And I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health, but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless what I do to spite the world. And I another, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid of it.
Both of you know.
So not only, is he saying Banquo's really done you wrong, but yeah, they've had a really hard life, and boy, they could sure use some money. And of course, Macbeth is king. He has tons of money.
Oh, Banquo was your enemy?
Aye, my lord.
So is he mine. And in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life. And though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down.
All right, so here is his explanation for why he can't kill Banquo. He's like, I can't kill him because we share friends and people are going to know what's going on. But I could kill him if I wanted to.
And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us. So our lives...
Your spirits shine through you. Within this hour, at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves, acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment of it, for it must be done tonight, and some way from the palace. Always thought that I require a clearness. And with him...
Okay, like in the killing of Duncan, Lady Macbeth planned it all out. So he's saying, now he's planning it out. Like he figured out how to plan out murder. So he says, okay, it has to be done tonight. I'll tell you when and where to find them, and then I'll get you a good getaway plan.
To leave no rubs or botches in the work. Fleance, his son, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Stay with him.
All right, so, he's like, look, I need to make this clear. It's not just Banquo. You have to kill Fleance, his son. His 12-year-old son. You have to kill Fleance, too, because they're both going to go riding. Why would he want to also kill Fleance? Well, because if he kills Banquo, and everybody knows Macbeth killed Banquo, Fleance is going to want his pound of flesh.
Your Highness, my liege.
It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
And it ends with another couplet. Scene 2, the palace.
Scene,
Here's
my
Lady
lady.
Is
Macbeth.
Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Naught's had, all spent, where our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy.
Here she has a quadret of 4 lines that rhyme. So this is different than anything else we've seen from Lady Macbeth. Why do you think Macbeth would have her lines say, spent, content, destroy, joy? What's his purpose for doing that? Think about it in your own head right now. She hasn't done it thus far, so it is to point out a change in Lady Macbeth. She is not so self-assured right now. She said, yes, we have what we want, but we're not content with it. Because you know why? She knows people are going to come for her and her husband.
Love.
How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on. Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself.
Okay, we've scorched the snake, not killed it. So if a snake is angry because you tried to kill it, but you didn't, it's really going to be more determined to come after you. So he's like, well, we killed Duncan, but there are a lot of people who are going to come for us. So there's more killing in the future.
While our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint. Both the worlds suffer, ere we will eat our meal in fear, and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace, than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan's in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst. No steel, no poison, malice, domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle my lord. Sleek over your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial amongst your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him eminence, both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the while that we must wash our honors in these flattering streams.
Well, this is different because in Act 1, Lady Macbeth was telling him, watch what you look like, watch what you say, don't let your face be an open book so everybody knows you're going to go kill Duncan. And now he turns around and gives that same advice to his wife regarding Banquo.
And make our faces vizards to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. You know that Banquo and his fleance lives.
But in them nature's copy's not eternal.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be you joyful. Before the bat has flown his cloistered flight, before to black Headcote summons the shard-born beetle with his drowsy hums has rung night's yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
So he's like, don't you worry, babe. I got you covered.
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck.
Chuck was an endearment, like hun or babe or whatever. So Chuck, it was an endearment during this time. Lady Macbeth's like, well, what do you have planned here, dude? And he says, I don't want to tell you. You need to be innocent of the knowledge, right? So he can't tell her because if he told her, then she'd be liable for whatever he's about to do. Which I don't know why they didn't just think, well, they've already done bad stuff in Act 1.
Till you applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with your bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, whilst night's black agents to their praise do rouse. You marvel at my words, but hold you still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So pray you, go with me.
So, the tide is turned. He's making decisions, not her. And he's saying, we need to do more bad things. So now we're off to Act 3, Scene 3. Here we hear the murderers.
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our officers and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us. I will.
The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs the lated traveler apace to gain the timely inn, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Look, are you horses?
Give us a light there, boy.
And 'tis he. The rest that are within the note of expectation already are in the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he does usually, so all men do. From hence to the palace gate maketh their walk.
A light. A light. is he? Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight, my son.
Okay, so these three murderers, I feel like they're the Three Stooges, are hiding behind, a bush, and they're waiting. And Banquo and his son Fleance draw near enough on their horses that the murderers can hear Banquo say, "It will be rain tonight." In other words, it's going to rain tonight. And the first murderer, always with a wonderful quip, he says, "Let it come down." And then they all attack him. So he's not saying, let the rain come down, but let the blood fall, basically. Kind of gory.
Come down! Oh, Cersei! Fly! Confiance! Fly! Fly, my son! Fly! You may revenge! Oh, father!
Okay, so Banquo, in his dying breath, tells Fleance to run away and get revenge.
Father! Slave! Slave! Who did strike out the light? Was it not the way? There's but one doubt. The sun is fled. We have lost the best half of our affair. Well, let's weigh and say how much is done.
So that's the end of 3-3, and we'll get to the rest of Act 3 tomorrow. But, they're not too concerned about Macbeth, who said, "Hey, you need to make sure that you kill both of them." So they've killed Banquo, but Fleance has run away. And even though he's a little kid, he can go for help. He can find people who support his dad and will go, try and kill Macbeth. So it is a big, fat problem. All right, make sure that you fill out the first part of Act 3 with your Act 3 notes. And why can't I turn this off?